Oh my god, man, I'm so sore. I'm gonna have to go lay down.
Yo, what's good with it? What's good with it? My bad, y'all. We're running a little few minutes there late. Hey, let me know how the sound coming through, man. Let me know how the sound coming through. Whoever in the house, let me know. My bad, y'all. My bad. Had some issues there for a second. Trying to check my audio, make sure my audio is right. Whoever in the house, let me know how it's sounding, how it's coming through. Is it clear? Let me know how I'm sounding on your end, man. Um, Still trying to fix this real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Let me know you in the house, man. Let me know. Again, let me know how the audio sound. If you can hear me clear, if it's choppy or anything like that, man. Let me know. It's been a minute since I ended up using the mic, so I'm trying to make sure I got everything running correctly. All the sound is functioning right and it's hitting like it's supposed to. Trying to make sure the sound is hitting right, man. Let's see. No, I'll grab it. Let's see, man. Let's see. All right, yeah. Y'all hear me now? Loud and clear, loud and clear. Testing. Man, I hope this is coming through because I know my audio is swapped out earlier, man. I'm trying to make sure this joint is clean, man. What is going on? So I'm gonna just go ahead and rock out, man. I'm hoping that it's coming through clear and clean. Let's see here real quick. Money Brown TV, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you stopping through this joint, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Let me know how the sound is coming through on your end, Money. I'm just trying to make sure I got the audio working right, man. Earlier it was messing up on me a little bit, so I just want to make sure it's running smooth and it's running clean right now. But again, appreciate you stopping through this joint, man. Oh yeah, I was over there on KO joint, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm listening to it at the same time. I'm gonna be cooking on be cooking on my own joint, man, because that chat was going wild, man. That chat was going wild, and I admit I was in that joint going wild too, man. My man's was over there, you know what I mean? He right off the bat just making up stuff. I'm like, come on, man. Like, hold on, bro. Like you can't be over here, you know what I'm saying? Just right off the bat making up stuff right off the bat, man. And then had the nerve to say some. Come on, we all know. Like, hold on, man. Hold on. You may not be you may not be in an area where everybody might not be a fan of Bud, but we're not gonna let you get away with making up some random stuff. We'll give credit for Bud whatever he do right, and whatever he say wrong, we call him out for it. The same thing we do with EJ. But it's like, bro, is my man was over there making up a whole different ballpark. It's like, hold on, man. What Bud said was this, bro. What you saying ain't even what Bud said, and what Bud said made sense on this, bro. It's like you should have just kept with the original on that thing, man. I was laughing too hard when I was listening to dude talk. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what is you doing, dude? And then I was messing with manager Marty a little bit, man. I told him, hey, man, you gotta kill that Morgan Freeman vibe, man. You gonna talk us to sleep. And anytime everybody want to hear a monologue to go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Turn on some Morgan Freeman. Next thing you know, you waking up with a fresh, you know what I'm saying, fresh 8 hours of sleep. So that man Morgan Freeman got that tone that'll put you right to sleep. I'm like, dude, this dude over here. I, man, I couldn't stop laughing, bro. Like manager Martin, I said, I'm gonna get y'all the professor today. I bust out laughing. I said, hold on, man. You gonna be manager? You gonna be the professor, bro? You can't wear multiple hats, man. You gotta be one of the two. You can't be both of them, bro. You gotta pick and choose which one you gonna be, man. But I was over there cracking up, cracking up at him, though, man. I could not stop laughing. That junk was way too funny for me, man. My brother just doing the building, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. Appreciate you stopping through. Let me get you right real quick. Yes, sir. Appreciate you stopping through, man. Yeah, man. Hey, just do. I don't know if you was over there on the on KO joint, man, checking out that debate with manager Marty and I forgot the other young I was gonna call him young Terrence. That can't be. Hold on, man. That can't be his real name, bro. His name Terrence. I explain everything, but him and some dude named Terrence. I don't know his screen or stage name or page name though. And they was over there arguing, man. It sounded like two senior citizens having a spit match, man. Like, manager Marty started off the rip with the Morgan Freeman tone and speech pattern, and then it switched over to old boy, and old boy just started making stuff up that was off the wall, man. And I was like, hold on, man. I was over there cracking up, man. I was like, nah, I gotta jump in on this, man. BRTV was going wild in the chat. Hey, the chat was going wild, man. They still going wild right now, man. People telling people to be nice and all kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, let me get out of here, man. I forgot I had a live going because I was in that joint. I was in that joint going crazy too. I ain't gonna even lie or hold you, man. I had to admit, I had to own up to it right off the bat. I was in that joint going crazy, right along with everybody else, man. Having a roast fest in that mug, man. KO had turned his camera off to us, so have an issue. Like, nah, bro, you wasn't on mute. You was going to sleep, man. I was like, you was going to sleep, bro. Don't sit there and try to hold us with that, man. Yeah, he was knocked out, man. KQ like KQ like he was falling asleep. Okay. Hey, man, I'm gonna leave the OGs alone, man. They gonna get at me on that, man. They gonna get at me on him, KO and OG gonna call me like, bruh, come on, man. You can't be doing that in the chat, man. What you doing? And I was getting on everybody. I said, hey, what you doing? Wake up, OG. Singing OG, wake up. What you doing? Oh man. But yeah, man, we gonna get to this good here basketball, man. We gonna definitely cook on some things, man, and you know what I'm saying, we can definitely open it up too. But again, man, we got the NBA returning tonight, so good, exciting, good to see basketball back. It's weird not having some games on through the, you know what I'm saying, during a certain time of the week. Only thing you're doing is either you watching highlight reels or hey, you get an opportunity to make some videos. In my case, you know what I'm saying, I was making some videos, trying to consistently go live, drop some content, check in with the peoples, and talk this good here basketball with y'all, man. Something I definitely enjoy to do, and take pride in doing it. I can only talk basketball with the missus maybe for a few minutes because she is not interested in any of them do any of that stuff. She said, if you're not playing in it, I don't want to hear about it. So I don't be having the luxury to sit there and just, you know what I'm saying, chop it up nonstop, man. She don't share that passion of basketball with me like that. But when it come time to either the playoffs or, you know what I'm saying, the NBA finals, man, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference of it though. She be dialed in on it just as almost the exact same way as I do. So shout out to her for that, man. But yeah, I like the last couple of lives, man. I clicked on the situation of the status of the All-Star game and things like that, and it sounded like, again, man, it's just it's one of them situations, bro, where you know, like I said, hey, I'm still offering my services up to Adam Silver and them executives, man. All they gotta do is hit the line and say, hey, one, you know what, we want to hear what you got to say. Hey, okay, let's sit down and talk about it. But man, I see the Celtics came off of the All-Star weekend with a dub. They beat the Pacers 142-138. Let's see what we got, man. Pistons lost to the Magic 106-108. Magic won that one. Hey, I like that Magic team. People still sleeping on that team. They better stop, man. This team is definitely one of them teams that I can say this for sure, and I ain't gonna hold y'all too much on this. When it comes to the Dallas or to that Orlando Magic's team, they got the squad to be able to be any team any given night, man. Why? They're young, wiry. They have a long team. Like, they have a very tall team. Matter of fact, they probably have one of the tallest team for a league standpoint of average of height that's in the league. And again, you know, you're young and naive. You don't know any better, so you don't know that you're supposed to go in here and play half effort against some of these teams and things like that. But that ain't the case. They go in there looking to beat each and every team every night, man. So it's just funny to see. Brother Money Brown said, "Just get me some free Laker tickets. I've never seen an NBA game live." Hey man, them Laker tickets gonna be through the roof if they come in here. Everybody know it's potential. Nah, they ain't gonna be LeBron's. I think you know what I'm saying. I think for that they probably gonna hike up the tickets because they realize people saying every shot that LeBron take from this point forward is moving history. You're watching history in the making, and so I think they gonna try and be sneaky and definitely elevate the prices on them tickets, man. I know for me, if I was, I'd raise about a few dollars. I ain't gonna lie to you, but by a few, some of these people they get outrageous for that game that he hit that shot again, which is speaking of the shot, um that's the shot right there. Speaking of that shot, man, they had some of them tickets on. The prices of it, man, was like, I think I saw one as high as like $50,000. But again, with the Lakers tickets, depending on where you're sitting, that's like an average price for like a floor seat or anything like that, though, man. Those tickets are extremely expensive, like out of this world, ridiculously expensive. And so, but some of them they were saying that they definitely, oh yeah, Tingy, I was just showing that picture in the background was the that picture of LeBron hitting the game winning shot, or not game winning shot, hitting the shot that hitting the shot that broke the NBA all time leading scorers record. That's what that image was. So it wasn't like I just wanted to show that that's in the background of what I got up. So if anybody was looking like, what's this black and white picture in the background? Um, Clearly it's not an old picture. If you look to the left, the little chubby dude's holding a camera phone. So yeah, it's definitely not back in the day. That was just when LeBron, you know what I'm saying, hit that shot to move and become the all-time leading scorer. But yeah, man, it's just one of those things though that you got to witness history live in action as far as from a TV perspective. Being at the game, Monty, I'll be honest with you, it's a little different. Just because you don't really get to kind of see the entirety of the moment. What you're seeing is more so like you see it a little bit, but you don't really get the same kind of energy and vibe of it unless you're at a game where, let's just say, for example, how Klay Thompson went off for 37 and a quarter. So that energy is different because you watching somebody that's hot, and then so the crowd pumps that into you. Otherwise, when you there, man, it's like it doesn't really seem like you see too many like like either crazy dunks or high flying moves and stuff like that. It's just kind of different. It goes much quicker for sure. That's one thing I've noticed in the few games that I've attended in the past is that it's different. Unless you're sitting courtside, then you really get the feel of the game because you're actually hearing what's being said. You hearing the players out there talking trash to one another. Like you getting to hear firsthand what exactly is going on, the communication and things like that take place. And that's an experience within itself, man. It's definitely fun because you'll be hearing some stuff that you wouldn't expect these players to be out there talking about or saying that they'll be saying during the game. Talking about some, hey man, what's the best restaurant y'all got to eat around here after this game? And I'm hungry, like stuff like stuff like that, bro. Like you like, hold on, man, you talking about restaurants during the game? Like what the, bro? Like you should be focused on the game right now. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why you asking me. But a lot of people do that just to throw you off too. A lot of people don't know that. Like they'll be having sidebar conversations and stuff like that just to throw a person off or get in the person's head and things like that to distract them. Again, I've seen that firsthand numerous of times, man. And it's funny because I was like, you really do got to stay dialed in and focused to definitely make sure you're doing your job the best. Otherwise, man, again, you can, unless you one of the players, you know what I mean, that's been playing in the league for years that don't get distracted and don't allow those things to get in your head, then you won't pay too much mind to it. You know what I mean? You'll be able to be out there and you'll focus and you'll be able to just continue playing and going through everything as is and not be affected by it. But some players, man, I ain't gonna call them weak-minded, but some players ain't able to stay focused during the game to block that out and ignore what it is that's going on. And you can tell with some of the players just, at being out there. I would say just watch the game a little bit closely. Next time you watch a game, you'll see what I mean. You'll see exactly what I mean by that. But yeah, back to the performances for tonight, man. So we got the Nuggets beating the Cavaliers 115-109. That's a good matchup. Two teams that's definitely playoff bound for sure. Some of the top, I would say top 5, top 6 teams on both sides, whether it be East or West. Again, both are good, solid teams that should be playoff bound. And then next up after that, man, we got the Pelicans losing to the Raptors by 5, 110-115. I would say with Zion being out, and then obviously he's going to be out indefinitely because he re-aggravated his injury. It's going to be tough sledding for the Pelicans, man. I know they made some trades. They brought in some pieces. I know Richardson is there as well now, so they got another wing that can shoot the three and play defense. But at the end of the day, they need Zion in order for them to be relevant or to be a true threat at all. Without Zion, man, they're not going to be a threat. Nobody's going to look at them and view them as a potential threat as far as at least making a deep playoff push. Now they can be a team that can give a team a scare in the first round and be a tough out in the first round, but as far as like advancing beyond that, I don't see it too much, man. And that's no slight, no disrespect to them. I like the Pelicans team, but I think they need Zion. He's that person that kind of he's that ultimate bullet, you know what I'm saying? That you can definitely, you know what I'm saying, put that in the chamber and you know it's something hot coming. You know what I mean? And then let's see, man. We got the 76ers beat the Grizzlies by 5, 105-110. So again, two teams that's looking to be playoff destined and playoff bound. Excited about it, man. I know the Grizzlies they've been kind of reeling lately, man. I'm not sure exactly what's going on and why they're dropping games left and right, or you know what I'm saying, hopefully the pressure's not getting to them and things like that. But yeah, it's weird what's going on right now with them, man. And hopefully they can get back to the winning ways, or you know what I'm saying, Ja get the confidence back and he can, you know what I'm saying, hold that team afloat and get them where they need to be. But yeah, it's just odd that they're hitting the tough spot right now. And we still got some current games going, man. We got the Spurs versus the Mavericks. Mavericks are up by 14, 70-84 in the third quarter, under 7 minutes to go. So got some time on that one. They should run away with that one just because the Mavs team definitely has a better roster. So based off that, obviously it's a home game. So Kyrie and Luke are having an opportunity to put on a show for the Dallas faithful. So I expect them to win that game. I expect them to definitely go up by at least, if not 20, 25 plus for that one. Then we got at halftime, we got the Thunder and Jazz. Thunder are up by 9, 55-46. No surprise there. Why is that? This Thunder team plays extremely tough and hard against each and every team. They don't care who they're playing. They come out and compete. And they've beaten teams where people say they shouldn't beat, but they've beaten teams soundly that, you know, that they weren't expected. Obviously, they were the underdogs then, but they still did it. And this team is solid, man. They go out there and absolutely compete. They're a lengthy team as well. Very young, obviously, but they play together. You know what I mean? Togetherness beats individual basketball all day. So then we got the Trailblazers and the Kings, 27-16. It's in the first quarter, under 4 minutes to go. So that game, you know, just kicking off. And then the same thing with the Warriors and Lakers, 15-19, first quarter, under 3.5 to go. And that one, Lakers are up by 4. And the Trailblazers are up by 11. So I think I'm going to actually turn that Lakers game on and watch that joint while I kick it with y'all for a little bit. I'm not going to be here for a long time. I'm going to be here definitely to, you know what I'm saying, give some good content for the little bit of time I'll be here. We're going to cook, man. We're going to keep grinding out. I know a lot of my peoples is over again, probably still watching that debate over on KO joint. Again, I got that going in my ear too. Got that joint going over in my ear too, man, just because, again, it was KO coming onto the scene with that, man, and putting on like that the way he is as far as community. Anybody that want to debate anything is you know what I'm saying, something special, man. So if y'all catching a replay on this joint, if you're not subscribed, make sure you go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He is the only one, so you'll go over there, man, and dope content, dope person, man, and definitely check out, again, he got a debate series. So if you got some smoke with anybody you can think of, man, that you want to debate, his contact information is on there. Hit him up, and he's more than happy to set it up for you, so then that way y'all can line it up and get it out the way. But definitely, man, make sure you go over there and check that out. Again, with the rest of my TWT family as well, do the same thing, man. Check us out. Subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Subscribe to my brother there as well. Dope content, dope person as well, man. So all around, you know, I try to surround myself with great people. I would say like-minded and great-minded with a whole different perspective and outlook on things. So then that way we're not getting the same message being from the same person or whatnot, man. I love hearing a different perspective on things, and you know, that's what you're gonna get. My brother Just Do Boxing, you know what I mean? They call him the voice, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, if you want some dope content, you want some fire content, everybody you see in this chat, you know what I'm saying, definitely subscribe to him, check out the channel, check out the content. Make sure, again, if you check out any of the videos, smack the like button. It ain't gonna hit you back. It might not, I should say. make sure allegedly or however that work. I want to make sure I cover myself, man. But yeah, make sure you just check it out, man. Again, dope content creators, man. Telling you, you won't be let down. You won't be disappointed at all. I can tell you that much, man. I can tell you that. Um, Definitely places where I spend a lot of my time hearing getting that good boxing talk. A lot of the times, man, they'll veer off from boxing and dive off into other sports as well. So a lot of these brothers are well versed, man. They well versed with a great portfolio of sports. So tune into them and definitely, you know what I'm saying, support the grind with them as well, man. Um, but yeah, so that's what we got. Again, we got 23 games left, 23 to 24 games left in the season coming down the stretch, man. So I'm excited to see, you know what I'm saying, how this is going to shake out, how these teams are looking, who's going to be healthy. I think for me, when it comes down to from a health standpoint, is the healthiest team is the one that typically wins it. You know what I mean? So it's definitely dope to hear that too. And my bad, y'all. So I'm reading what the missus just sent me. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things. You know what I mean? That I would say excited to see how these rosters mesh up. How the healthiest team is the one for me. I think has the best opportunity of winning the championship. It always comes down to that point. The healthiest team at the end of the year, best opportunity to win it. If you look at it each and every year, man, it's always been the case of that. Even last year, from that perspective, man, the Warriors had the healthier team. You had Jalen that was dealing with a little bit of a nagging injury. Jason Tatum, I think, had something very small towards the tail end of things. But again, man, it was the healthiest team is the, you know what I'm saying, always the one that has the best opportunity to win. Undercard Boxing TV, salute to you, man. Appreciate you stopping through. But yeah, they always have the best opportunity to win the chip. And I think in the perspective of knowing that, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best and who can stay the healthiest. You know what I mean? And from there, that's where it goes. Because in the league right now, man, you got, I would say, clear cut favorites, obviously in both conferences. The Celtics, Bucks. People want to throw the Sixers in there. I'm not 100% sold because I've seen what James Harden does when it comes down to playoff time. So I'm not sold on the Sixers. I would be sold on the Cavaliers ahead of the Sixers, if you know, personally. But I think that's kind of where it's a 14 race on that side. If you want to throw the Sixers in, I'll throw them in as the fourth. But I'm definitely not putting them ahead of the Cavaliers. I understand that they have a better record than the Cavs, but as far as when it comes down to actually like in a situation of trust with the team and in the biggest moments, I'm picking the Cavs over them, and we haven't even seen the Cavs in that position yet. I just have a sneaky suspicion that the Cavs will be able to produce better than the Sixers can, you know, given the actual you know what I'm saying, given the situation of it, man. And then I'm gonna go back to the West. So on the West side of things, the Nuggets, Grizzlies. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Nuggets, Grizzlies, Clippers, Suns, and Mavericks. So you got to extend out a little bit. Why do I not bring in the Kings, who has the third best record in the West? Because I don't see them getting to the. I don't see them being a NBA or a championship contender. You know what I mean? I can see them making the playoffs and being a tough out. You know what I mean? As far as when it comes to that, but beyond that, I don't expect anything else. I don't see them winning a chip or getting to that point. And y'all, obviously, you can't count out the Warriors. That's all a matter of how Steph Curry comes back off his injury. You know what I mean? He's out indefinitely with his situations he's dealing with. So without Steph, that team is definitely not winning a chip, nor are they gonna be able to get into, I would say, even make it to the finals. You know what I mean? Without Steph, I think he's that big of a piece that they need him to get there. They need what he does out there. I would throw my Lakers in there, man, but again, I'm it'll be semi-biased because anyone that knows I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm also not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not delusional about my fandom. So I'll throw my team in there just because that's my favorite team, man. Undercard Boxing said, does the Clippers have a shot? Hey, they do. They have a great shot if they can be healthy, man. With the pickups and the additions they added to their team, Plumlee, freaking Russ going there, Bones Highland, Man, that team is tough, bro, and it's highly slept on, and people don't even pay attention to it. It's just a matter again if Kawhi can be healthy and Paul George can stay healthy. They got Norman Powell or Josh Norman. I can't. Let me look at this dude name, and I keep calling him all the different Normans. I want to make sure make sure I'm calling him the correct name and showing him his just due and respect, man. But let me take a look real quick, man. Let me get his name for y'all real fast because I feel like I'm doing him a disservice. So Norman Powell, okay. So I was saying it right, Norman Powell, yeah. So we still got Marcus Morris, Terrence Mann, Zubac. I mean, they got some young players. The savvy vet that can still knock down the shot and get to the rim, Eric Gordon. So it's like, bro, they Robert Covington, they have a team there that's like built to be able to play any style, any facet of basketball. So for me, I think I'm excited to see what this Clippers team can do. I understand they're the basement dwellers to my Lakers, but he's a Josh Norman changed professions. Yeah, man. That's why I was like, hold on, man, hold on. Yeah. I'm thinking of Josh, the cornerback. Who did he play for the Washington Redskins during that time? Obviously, they changed their name to the Commanders. My brother D Free listening, calling them the Commandos, but yeah, but yeah. So we got that, and then yeah, my brother Undercard Box said the Jazz can definitely play spoiler in the playoffs because they have nothing to lose. That's a fact. They absolutely can play spoiler. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity or given the night that they're playing against the matchups because they're a solid team as well, man. If I'm being dead honest with you, I wouldn't have mind if Russ would have stayed with the Jazz just because I thought they would have offered them another dynamic to the team. But I'm not mad at him for choosing to, accept a buyout with them and go to the Clippers. I'm not mad at it at all. I think for him, he wanted to go to a situation that gives him the best opportunity to win a championship. And I think the Clippers do offer that at this point. And obviously, like he said in his press conference, is that he feels welcomed. He feels appreciated. He feels wanted. You know what I mean? And that's a big difference. You know what I mean? That's like you going to a job and you do your job every single day, but then another, let's just say internal department or a different job is like reaching out, trying to pretty much steal you away from the team. They give you an offer you can't refuse type situation, and it's like that makes you feel wanted. It's a different type of like feeling wanted or needed is different from being, somebody tolerating you or your presence or anything like that. And I think that's the situation where Russ kind of felt with the Clippers. He gave them, his demands or what he wanted, and they obliged to him and on top of obliging to him, they offered him additional things. They gave him a very welcoming feeling to it, and that sold him right away for it. So shouts out to him, wishing him best of luck, and I can't wait to see it, man. Undercard Boxer said Terrence Mann needs to step his level up to be level scorer, and the Clippers will be more dangerous. Also staying in LA with his family. Yeah, that's a fact. Staying in LA with his family was one of his key goals as well. That's something, man. When you're literally not doing any type of movement except for changing a jersey color and you're able to do everything else the same, bro, that's a win-win for him, man. His family get to stay put where they want. He get to live where he want. They don't got to change schools. They ain't got to do none of that. It's literally just changing colors. That's it. Simply it, man. It's so again, I'm wishing him the best of luck and can't wait to see him make his debut. I think they actually was saying he should be making his debut tomorrow. So I'm excited to see that and hoping, hoping it'll be something where, the fans can rejoice and be happy with. I know the Clippers fans are going to show up and show out. I know that for a fact. So who they're playing tomorrow, I know they're going to show up and show out for that game big time, man. Because, they want to see, and they're playing against the Kings tomorrow, matter of fact. So they want to see what Russ is going to bring to the table in a small sample size they have. So I can't wait to see it. I didn't hear you mention the Sun. What up? What you mean? Are you talking about the Suns or who you talking about? Or what you talking about? But Terrence, man, he can, given the opportunity in minutes, he can produce. I don't think he's really the true difference maker for that team like that, but he definitely can contribute to that team to help them win. Though I think for them, they rather him focus more on the defensive end. Anything offensively it gives them is just a plus. But we've seen, given the minutes and opportunity, he definitely increases, man, as an option in the West. Oh, I thought I did mention the Suns. If I didn't mention the Suns, that was my mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them in there if healthy, just because, you know what I mean, when you have a KD on the team, it's hard to count them out. very hard to count them out. I understand that they lost to the Bucks when they had the opportunity. They got bounced out by them, but man, it's hard to count them out that he's getting teamed up with a true point guard that's a pass first point guard and Chris Paul. And then on top of it, you have a two guard that can score with the best of them, if not one of the most elite scorers in the league in Devin Booker. So it's like, it's a situation that's kind of perfect for him because it's a lot. He already plays off the ball, and KD can fit into any system comfortably. So it's like it's an easy no brainer type situation for him. And I think for him, man, like he's gonna exploit and take full advantage of that. You know what I mean? He's gonna definitely take advantage of the situation, take advantage of the fact that he's going to be able to play again with the Hall of Famer point guard, one of the top 10 scoring guards in the league. And then also he has a big man in DeAndre Ayton that can score as well. DeAndre Ayton can score as well. He plays good defense, solid defense. Then you have, you know what I mean, when it comes to your actual bench and role players, you have some dogs that's there as well. So it's like that team is not a team to sniff at, man. It's not a team to sniff at. So you got, like I said, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Damian Lee, obviously the ex-Warrior that won a chip with them, so he knows what it takes to win it. You know what I'm saying? Win at that level. Josh Okogie, good 3-and-D type guy. Cameron Payne coming off the bench, crazy quick guard. Torrey Craig, Landry Shamet, Terrence Ross, who they just picked up, TJ Warren, who everybody was going crazy when he was in the bubble or doing the things he was doing, and people was thinking he was the next best thing since sliced bread and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously outside the bubble, or once that kind of fizzled out, you know what I mean? People wouldn't even mention his name or don't even recognize him. Now he's not even like a major trading piece. People are just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get trade use him as a trade value, I guess is the only way to say it. So it's like everybody has their moments, you know what I'm saying, during the league, and it's just a matter of how you capitalize off of it. I think for him, he did that. He was able to go out there again during that bubble and during that stretch, man, when he put on a absolute performance. You know what I mean? I think if I'm not mistaken, he had like 3 or 4 back-to-back games of like 30 or 40 plus points or something like that. You know what I mean? And he had he had these kids running around this joint, man, talking about some, yeah, man, the next TJ Warren or this or that. And it's like hold on, man. Let me school you on a little bit here, okay? This wick that's burning is gonna burn out faster than the black cat, man. And if anybody know anything about fireworks and black cats, them wicks is quick. You like that thing, man, you better not hold it in your hand. Trust me, I learned the hard way from experience. Like that thing while it's on the ground and move away as quick as you can, because that's how quick his little spark was, man, as far as when people was talking about him being one of the best players or best player in the league or something like that. And that's no slight of disrespect to him. I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? Nobody's really calling for him or saying, or his jelly ain't, you know what I'm saying, his jersey not flying off the shelves like that. Undercard Boxer said, do you like the pairing of Kyrie and Luka? I think it's cool, man. I think it's a different look. It's a different dynamic to it. Just because you have two players that obviously we all know that they can get their shot off at any given moment against anybody at any, you know what I'm saying, any shot they want, they can do it. It's just a matter of the challenge of who scales back what or knows when the correct time is for which one to kind of go in that kind of pattern or go to that direction. That's the thing that I think is the most they will get to see once they get more games under their belts. But in the small sample size of it, man, you can see that it works just fine, because Kyrie's his natural position of what he wants to do and what he truly is interested in is being a scorer. You know what I mean? He doesn't too much care about being the traditional point guard. His thing is he wants to score. Like, he is a scorer at heart. And we see that by the way he plays. You know what I mean? His game is very predicated off of what? Being, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one, take you to the cup, score on you, embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Shake and bake Ricky Bobby you. Like, that's his whole makeup of his game. You know what I mean? That's his whole makeup of his game. Is people look at him and they think what? They think of him being one of the coldest one-on-one players in the league, a person that can literally, you know what I'm saying, shake you by while he's standing still type thing. And it's like a lot of people I wouldn't say they don't appreciate it, but a lot of people don't really realize what they're watching when it comes to Kyrie. And then there's other people that realize exactly what they're watching. So they're stuck in the moment of enjoying his talents of what he's able to do with the ball, having the ball on the string. So it's like, yeah, man, I get excited when I get to see him play, just because, you know what I'm saying? It's just, if you watch his footwork and everything, it all ties into his shot too. His footwork matches up with his shot. So it's like, yeah, I love to see it, man. Undercard said, always give the ball to the guy who won the ring. Hey, that's true. A lot of people want to go with saying get a guy who won the ring, but also you get the ball. I say go with the hot hand and the best matchup in a situation like that when you got both of them that can get a shot off like that. Um, you know what I'm saying? Both of them been extremely proven in knocking down shots and big key moments and things of that nature, man. But yeah, you can't go wrong with whichever one of them takes the shot. You can't go wrong with it because both of them have been there and done it, you know what I'm saying, numerous times. So it's all a matter of, again, matchup, who has the best shot or who has the hot hand. I think kind of, you know, is gonna be the person that takes that final shot of the night. No, just again, me being honest with how I'm looking at it, man. That I think that might be the case for how they're gonna do things going forward, at least. You know what I mean? I think that's what they'll do personally. But yeah, man, this and again, like I said, I wasn't planning to be here for a long time or anything like that, man. I wanted to hop on. This is the second live of the day. And definitely, you know what I'm saying, talk this good here basketball with y'all, man. Brother Undercar Box said, A1, do you hoop? Temporarily retired. Got two little kids, man. My son about to be 2 on the 1st, and my daughter will be 1 on the 23rd. Clearly I'm talking about March. So March 1st, my son he'll be 2, and then my daughter will be 1 years old on the 23rd. That put a immediate halt to being able to focus on or had a time to get out there and hoop like I used to, or play in the league like I used to, or being able to dedicate that time. So right now, man, I'm holding fast, holding, just trying to cling to it as much as I can as far as conditioning wise, just staying somewhat in shape. So then that way, you know what I'm saying, the time comes and I can put the basketball shoes back on, man. I'd be like I wouldn't skip the beat. Only thing I got to do is, you know what I'm saying, I would say get in the gym, give myself about, what would I say? I would say anywhere from probably a week and a half to 2, maybe I would say 3 weeks at most to be able to get back in a full rhythm of being comfortable with doing everything I once was doing, at least being comfortable to do it. And then obviously with more repetitions, then I'll be able to get back to fully being how I once played and how I once was. But yeah, it takes reps, man. You got to have the reps to do it. I doubt I'll be able to go back to my super high flying days where, you know what I'm saying, dunking on people, windmilling 360 and then all that kind of stuff. Just because, again, yeah, you got to be out, you got to be active in order to do it, man. Same thing how it goes with boxing, right? With boxing, bro, you can't play boxing. You got to be out there getting in real fights, you know what I'm saying, getting in real rounds. You can do so much sparring, but when you go out there and you fighting somebody that's looking to hurt you or looking to do damage to you or something like that, it's a whole different feel because you realize you can't make a mistake, because you make a mistake, they're gonna look at the finish you. So what do? It's a whole different energy and a whole different thing about it. So I think for me, yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Like I need that time to get myself back up in order, and then yeah, I'll be able to rock and roll and keep going, man. Brother Undercar Boxer said today my B-day. I know the feel. Hey, happy born day to you, brother. Happy born day to you, man. Yeah, it's one of them things, man. You gotta ease your way back into it, so then that way you can make sure that you're not going out there and getting yourself hurt. So I think that's the main thing, is you don't want to end up hurt or anything like that, because you want to make sure that again, you're going out there, you're having fun. Unless you're getting paid to play, you know what I mean? Then it's different. But if you pay to play, you definitely don't want to go out there and get hurt. That's a double no. You do not want to get hurt when you pay to play. That is a worst case scenario. You know what I'm saying? I got love for the game, but I ain't loving the game. I ain't loving the game if it's gonna do that to me. I'm gonna tell you that much. That's one of them things I'm not gonna love it if that's gonna happen, man. But yeah, no. Like I said, man, I wasn't intending to be here for a long time or anything. Definitely wanted to again chop it up with y'all, man. Had some folks pop through. I understand it's a whole bunch of my peoples is probably over at Knockout Boxing 86 TV joint, watching that debate, man. So I appreciate everybody that did slide through, support the channel, support the grind, and everybody participating and chopping it up with me on that joint, man. But yeah, it's hard to find that slot to go in and be able to put some time on there, man. And you know what I'm saying, when you got something like that going on, it's tough to walk away from that. I can tell you that much. Definitely tough to walk away from that. Brother Jack her in the building. Salute you, man. Appreciate you stopping through. He said, NBA is back. Thank goodness. The All-Star game was hard to watch. Yeah, I cooked on that badly. I ripped the NBA All-Star game, a new one the other day, man. When I did a live about that, you know what I mean. I was just saying that at this point, man, they might as well scrap the NBA All-Star game just because you're the NBA and the direction they're headed right now, man, with the suits they have in the office that's saying, you know, hey, this is where this trending, this is what people are interested in and stuff like that. The only thing they're doing right now is they're losing true basketball fans, thinking that it's an age gap when in reality the age, the what is it, the target age that they're targeting, thinking that this is what they want to see, that age is actually the ones that's under, as far as us, that's paying for like the bill for them to watch it. You know what I mean? Like the TV isn't free. So it's like what they're doing is literally almost kicking us fans around my age or era out, and they're hoping that the younger generation is going to be able to increase their viewership. And that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Like the younger kids, they don't have that care to really watch something like that. Because if they want to see, you know what I'm saying, fast breaks nonstop, no defense being played, and just shots from being launched from half court, and then you know what I'm saying, people just looking pretty, they'll just go do that themselves at the park and film themselves doing it. You know what I mean? They already do that now, packing the gyms, watching AAU games and things like that, just because you know what I'm saying? They want to screen for something, but yet when they see competition happen, what do you see? The energy in the room changes completely. Whenever you go, even with the kids going to those AAU games, is like they understand during some point in that game, there's going to be some competition. There's going to be some defense being played. And when that happens, like I said, man, it absolutely changes the entire energy in the building. It changes the complexity of the game. Think back when Kobe, you know what I'm saying, when Kobe was playing in the All-Star games, what was he doing? The last All-Star game he played in, what was he doing? He was going at LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He was D'ing him up. He stole the ball from him one time. The very next play down, what did he do? LeBron went up to shoot a jumper. He blocked the shot. And it's like, it's one of them things, man, where he understood from a competitive standpoint and competitive nature, he wanted to compete. And he understood that he had the opportunity to compete against the so-called other NBA All-Stars in the game on one of the biggest shows in front of everybody. I mean, it's not often that he got the opportunity to play against. Every person he would switch to is considered an all-star. It's not often. So it's like when you play against another NBA team, you might have one, maybe two other all-stars and stuff like that, but you're not going to have a matchup where you have the opportunity to guard them consistently. Kobe took that challenge upon himself, saying, look, this is what I want to do. I want to go guard this person, and I want to go at this person. So he did that. When LeBron went, you know what I'm saying, the game was on the line, LeBron passed up the shot and didn't take the shot. Kobe turned to him, so what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man? You got to accept that challenge. You got to embrace that moment. But he didn't. He passed the ball. And so that's why he literally, you know what I'm saying, he chewed him out over it. And a lot of people did too, because they was just like, what in the hell are you doing? Like, you can't be passing up the ball. You can't pass up that moment. Even though it wasn't like a NBA finals game or anything like that, it's still a playoff game that's on that again, you can see the competition level had risen in the game, and that what they should have been doing is what he should have did is on that team being considered the other star of stars on that team, is he should have absolutely took the last shot. He should have accepted that moment. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He shied away from it. And so that's why people drilled him about it badly. So it is one of those things, man. And I think the NBA right now, they should definitely reconsider the incentives behind the NBA All-Star game. Go back to the format of East and West, or change it up where you're seeing a competition. You have to put the competitive nature back into the game. Otherwise, you're going to lose an entire fandom, or you're going to lose your ratings are going to continue to plummet like they've been doing. Like their ratings are the NBA rating All-Star ratings are absolutely terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. And so what they need to do is be able to go in, reconstruct it, work with people on what they can do and how they can make it more competitive, and go from there. Because if they continue this trend, bro, you're gonna have people not watching it. In the same way I was like, it's a hard watch to watch the NBA All-Star game. Absolutely hard. And I said it in my life, when you're talking about the celebrity game being better than the all-star game or being more competitive, that's not a good thing, bro. When that's like one of the highlights of the weekend is them people talking about the celebrity game, that's not a good look. That's not good at all. The dunk contest and stuff like that, that's always been one of the major highlights of All-Star weekend. People did look forward to seeing the three-point contest, skills challenge, and the dunk contest and stuff like that. They always do, but what's supposed to be the creme de la creme is supposed to be the NBA All-Star game itself. And for quite some time now, man, like I said, since they had left, that hasn't been the case. Everybody wants to, they're not, I would say everybody isn't playing out there competing and playing as if they don't want to get hurt. They're out there competing and complaining like as if just like, oh, you know what I'm saying, this is during vacation and we're gonna take it, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna give y'all a C class effort. You know what I mean? We're gonna put on the show to just try and display that we can shoot from this deep. We're gonna put on the effort to try and show, oh, I cannot play any defense. In reality, as a fan, what we want to see is competition. You know what I mean? We want to see these people compete. You know what I mean? So it's like that. That's just my little small take. But yeah, the live I did on this joint, man, the live I did on about the All-Star thing, it was crazy because I had a full cook session on that, man. I went all the way in on it just because, like I said, I felt it was one of those things where somebody had to say it. It's not speaking negatively about the NBA or anything like that, but it's just saying as far as when it comes to the actual game, when it comes to the All-Star game, it can definitely be improved. It can definitely improve upon that. It's room for improvement and growth. And right now, man, they're in a situation right now. I wouldn't say between a rock and a hard place, but they definitely between a situation right now where they're gonna lose some fans altogether. And that's why, again, like I said, you're seeing their viewership take a hit. And one thing that we know, any organization that is paid for performance or anything like that, the one thing that they worry about is what? They bottom dollar. They worry about making sure that they can make a profit. They don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, putting out a product and losing money on it. So I guarantee you're gonna see a change. You definitely gonna see a change. But one thing I can say is even for the dunk contest of McClung winning in that, and you know what I'm saying, the viewership was over 500 million people that you know what I'm saying viewed the dunk contest. I said they can do better than that too. I mean, they can experiment when it comes to the dunk contest like no other. Like they have options when it comes to it. Like I have plenty of ideas for them, man. So if anybody, like I said, know Adam Silver, anybody else that's in that whole little, you know what I'm saying, one of them suits that need a voice that's from the actual people on that. If you want to reach out to me, hey, I'm all here for it because I'm a fan of it. And you know what I'm saying, I'll be more than happy to connect on that and brainstorm about some ideas and build upon that, man. Because I definitely got some ideas on that joint, man, to make it be a success. I guarantee them ideas work. I can say that much. I'm not gonna offer you a false product or something or a false claim. I know the ideas that I know they solid. I know they 24 karat gold. I can tell you that much. Definitely tell you that much, man. But yeah, what else y'all got for me, man? Like I said, I wasn't planning to be here for a long time. Just wanted to hop on, talk this good sport with my peoples, man. Chop it up a little bit, and then I was gonna get out the way, man, because I know my brother KO still doing his debate series right now. So I was watching that earlier and getting a good laugh, man, and enjoying that. But I know, you know what I'm saying, a couple of my other brothers probably gonna be on going live as well. So I like to definitely be in the chat, having some fun there, man. But every now and then, definitely get on and talk basketball with y'all as well, man. He said, my brother Undercard Boxing said, cook on my New York Knicks. I like what the Knicks is doing, man. I like the addition, obviously, of Jalen Brunson. They could have got Donovan Mitchell, but they wasn't willing to obviously move from RJ Barrett. But hey, I like the Knicks in the East. I know they're 6 seed sitting right now, but I like the Knicks. I like what they're doing. They play a very tough, hard-nosed basketball, man. You got Jalen Brunson, who came into his own. His pops played in the league for quite some time, so this isn't nothing new to him. And then you got the savvy old veteran point guard, you know what I'm saying, Derrick Rose still there. Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Isaiah Hartenstein, again, another big that can play both sides of the ball. So I like his game, what he brings. Obi Toppin, you know what I'm saying, last year's dunk contest winner. Jericho Sims, who competed this year in the dunk contest, came up short, but hey, man, we all know he can definitely jump out of the gym, put both of his elbows in the rim. So that speaks for itself. Quentin Grimes, we saw what he was doing in the Rising Stars, man. He can shoot that thing. He can definitely shoot and he can score. So I think him playing like how he played in the Rising Stars contest definitely gonna earn him a few minutes, just because he got to showcase what he can do to everybody on a big stage that they can see. I mean, everybody probably knew already before, but again, when you have some of these situations, man, you have a lot of these. And All-Star Weekend, people always think, it's an opportunity for them to watch their festivities and things like that. But NBA scouts, their jobs never, ever end. At any given opportunity, they are scouting someone at a game, no matter what game it is, whether it be All-Star Weekend or a different NBA game or a G League game or a D League game. They scouting. Mitchell Robinson, good big, rebound, rim runner, things like that. Emmanuel Quickly, you know what you're getting out of him. His name speaks for itself. Quickly, he gets up shots quickly, and he is quick himself. Evan Fournier, man, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with him, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if they're gonna cut him or use him sparingly, or if he's in a doghouse or what. I don't even know, to be honest with you, man. I know the few opportunities he had this year, and he had an opportunity to play. He showcased that he still can do everything he's been doing. So I don't know why they're not playing him. You know what I mean? I can't even lie to you. But yeah, Josh Hart coming. Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson jumped out he was jumping for joy, he got to reunite with his brother. So shouts out to him, man. Excited to see him be able to be excited to play with his ex-teammate from his college days too, man. So yeah, I like what they bring. I like what they bring to the table. I like the team, their hard-nosed defense, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do in the East. I just think they probably should play I wouldn't say through Julius a little bit more, because his game is kind of to me is limited. And you can get in his head easy, which isn't good, but it's just something I've noticed. Atlanta to me is very disappointing. They're about to blow up the whole team. Yeah, they're very disappointing. The crazy thing is, since that situation happened with Trae Young and the coach, I said it in the live. I said the first person to go is going to be the coach. The talent they can't replace, but the coach, they know that's replaceable. That's a piece that's always an easy scapegoat. And I knew that was going to happen. And I called it out before it even happened, man. So yeah, I think that's unfortunate for McMillan, man. But there's going to definitely be a team that's going to pick him up, whether it be for a head coaching position or just for, one of the other assistant staff positions or things like that. It's going to be a team that's going to grab him because he's a good coach. It just was an unfortunate situation where he was coaching. You know what I mean? But yeah, DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, and John Collins, I'm not sure, man. I know they got Sadiq Bey there now as well. And then Clint Capella continuously hurt. Not sure what's going on, man. But I'm hoping they can figure it out, get it together. Because again, they definitely can be a team that can make some noise in the East, man, or at least be a scare for some of these other teams, man. But Undercard Box said, yeah, Trae Young isn't all that elite scorer. He's C-level. I wouldn't say he's not an elite scorer, but when he's on, he's on. So he definitely can score like an elite when he's on. But for the most part, I probably have to give him a B- or a B for as far as when it comes to scoring, because he got his little floater, he got his little change of pace, quickness to get, the layup, good free throw, great free throw shooter, can knock down a three or mid range. So he's just he's a small guard. So it looks at him to be limited to some degree. Like if he loses his quickness, then he's gonna be screwed, because he doesn't. I mean, he probably weighs like 85 pounds soaking wet with bricks in his pocket. So if he loses that quickness, he's gonna be screwed. That's one thing I can say about that, man. Yeah, his height is a disadvantage. Well, at least in today's league. In yesteryear's league, he probably could get away with it. In today's league, where you got people that's just as quick as you are, but they're taller. That's tough to do and tough to handle. And you look across the league, everybody is damn near 7 foot. So, I mean, you got point guards that are like 6'9" and stuff. So it's like it's tough, man. It's tough to deal with. But yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't want to be here long. I definitely wanted to hop on, cook for a minute. I'm gonna probably go back over to KO joint. So y'all come over there, check that out. Or if my brother Just Do Live is, if he's Just Do Boxing, if he's live, check it out. Or if my brother Southern T is live, go check it out. Or Money Brown TV, if he's live, go check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna be definitely jumping off in one of my brother's chats or all of them, just to show support and definitely, keep the channel growing, man. So again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all showing up, showing some love, man, and definitely participating in the chat. And again, I got to be more consistent at this, so then that way I can definitely get my peoples over, pick my time slots smarter, so then that way, you know what I mean, that way we can have a full house, get them numbers up, you know what I'm saying, get the people in the building. But we gonna rock out, man. We gonna continue to grow. Once we get to where you know what I'm saying, once we get to our destination, we gonna know, you know what I mean, we gonna know. But again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all in the car boxing and boxing. I salute to you, man. Appreciate you sticking through, kicking it with me, man. And I know I'm gonna catch you in one of the chats somewhere else, brother. So again, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be easy, stay safe. And if you're in the Midwest, hey man, definitely lock in. Avoid that snow. Where I'm at, we got too much snow. So yeah. So again, man, I appreciate you stopping through. Y'all enjoy your night, and I'll catch you on another one, man.